can I just want to make it clear kasi it will be a different kung ito susundin po namin, kung ito gagawin. Wala na po kami mahuli na warrant sa arrest sa mga tao natin. And this is a jurisprudence po ng People of the Philippines versus Wang Shen, Wow, and Georgie Lee, JR number 1390301, 29 September 2004. And just want to make it clear. Kasi iba kasi baka maging natin, wala na kami mahuling pulis, wala na po kami mahuling mga kriminal kung i-announce namin sa publiko na huling ka namin. But based on sa ito po yung jurisprudence na yun, unannounced intrusion in the premises is permissible when, letter A party whose premises or is entitled to the possession thereof refuses upon demand to open it. When such person, letter B, when such person in premises already knew of the identity of the officers and of their authority and persons, letter C, when the officers are justified in the honest belief that there is an imminent peril to life or limb, and D, when those in the premises aware of the presence of someone outside, because of example, there has been a knock at the door, are then engaged in activity which justify the officers to believe that an escape or destruction of evidence is being attempted. Suspects have no constitutional right to destroy evidence or dispose of evidence. However, the exceptions above are not exclusive or conclusive. At times, without the benefit of hindsight and orderly on the spur of the moment, the officer must decide whether or not to make an unannounced intrusion into the premises. Although search and seizure of a dwelling may be constitutionally defective, if the police officer's entry was without prior announcement, law enforcers' interests may also establish the reasonableness of an announced entry. Indeed, there is no formula for the determination of reasonableness. Each case is to be decided on its own facts and circumstances. In determining the lawfulness of an unallowed entry and existence of probable cause, the courts are concerned only with what the officer had the reason to believe in the time of the entry. Yun po.
Sir,
Thank you, General Marbel. Before you leave, I would like to remind you, next hearing, please pakidala yung mga officers na inimension natin, yung ground commander in every place that you raided to execute the warrant of arrest of Pastor Kibuloy and 5 others. Ilang kwan yun? 6?
6 valid warrants of arrest po.
Yung area.
5 po.
3 sa Davao City, tatlo sa Davao City, isa sa Samal Island, yung
Sarangani province.
Sarangani, tapos ano sa ba?
3 sa Davao City.
So, 4 lahat?
Apat.
So, yung 4 na ground commander doon na nag-serve ng warrant. Papakidala yun at saka yung mga officers na binanggit ko kanina para sa next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Salamat. So, you may now leave para kapag trabaho ka pa.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Sir, just quick repartee lang, sir, para
Yes.
marinig naman. Yung People versus Wong Cheng kasi na sinight niya, sir, involves a case where the crime was committed aboard foreign merchant vessels in territorial waters. Sana naman po hindi naman po foreign merchant vessel po yung kingdom po dito. They are established buildings, and we know for a fact that they have already conducted casing operations prior to the service of warrants. Yung rule po kasi kung fixed building, pwede mo lang siya pasukin. Kung nakita mo na yung accused at pumasok siya doon, pwede mo siyang diretsuhin. Oo. Pero yung fixed building na alam na nila, 40 years na po yung building na yan. At saka alam nila na si Presidente Duterte po ang administrator doon. Nung nandun na sila, di tinawagan nila si Presidente, Sir, we have reasons to believe that Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy is inside. Can we be given permission that to enter? Yun nga ang ginawa ng NBI noon in the past. Nagpaalam sila sa amin, no problem, sige, pasok kayo. Sinerve nila yung warrant sa amin. Dito kasi wala diretso sila kaagad. naka-full battle gear. Parang mga terorista kami, may mga snipers pa. They were ready to attack, not to serve a warrant. Yun lang talaga ang nangyari doon. Hindi yun service of warrant. It was really a police harassment operation to scare us.
Mr. Chair, rest assured that PRO 11 is one with you, one with the community of Davao, especially the members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, in their search for justice and peace, Your Honor. But on these matters, on the innocence or guilt of Mr. Kibuloy, his lawyers here and representatives know that the wheels of justice will start only upon his submission to the jurisdiction of the court, to which his 5 other companions had already done last March 2024 by posting bail on the cases that were filed against them, and corresponding warrants were issued.
Iba pa ito sa yung sinasabi nyo na at large na 5.
Yes, sir.
Iba pa yung
No, sir. There were 6 of them.
Oh.
5 of them, there were 6 of them, and all of them were charged in Davao
Okay.
and in Pasig. In March 2024, a Davao court issued warrants of arrest for 6 of them. 5 of them posted bail, except for Mr. Kibuloy. Until now, his warrant on Davao is still standing. And all of them are also charged in Pasig.
The
And
same 6.
Same 6 are charged in Pasig. And none of them posted bail because there's no bail recommended for the 6 of them. We have captured one, Pauline Canada, and she is still in the custody of the CIDG. So as I'm saying, Your Honor, the wheels of justice can only start if he submits to the jurisdiction of the court, because everything that we discuss here, saying that whether he is innocent or guilty, are of the moment, because we are not the court that will trace out all those issues. So I would really suggest, Your Honor, that Mr. Kibuloy submit himself to the jurisdiction of the court, because sooner or later the long arm of the law will catch up with him, just like what happened to Pauline Canada. She did not surrender. We hunted her down, looked for her, and we arrested her and brought her to the judge who ordered her arrest. And until now, she is still in our custody, in CIDG in particular. So I would suggest that Mr. Kibuloy to end all of this and spare all his followers and believers of all these things, of this they perceived harassment, which are actually not harassment but are just part and parcel of the implementation of the warrant of arrest against him. So I would suggest, Mr. Chair, if it's possible, to call for Mr. Kibuloy to surrender to the jurisdiction of the court of Pasig Regional Trial Court, because until then he's just a fugitive of the law, fleeing, hiding behind his members and followers, and whom we in Region 11 will continue to pursue and look for him, to arrest him and bring him to the jurisdiction of the court, whether he like it or not. We don't like this, but this is ordered by the court, and it is our duty, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, quick
Thank you.
repartation.
Thank you, General Torre. Yes, go ahead.
I would just like to comment, Your Honor, concerning these opinions of 2 generals already, which I think need to be properly corrected, Your Honor. If a person has a warrant of arrest, Your Honor, the subject of the warrant of arrest has 2 options. Either he submits himself to the jurisdiction of the court, or he questions the finding of probable cause, Your Honor, which Senator Lacson did, okay? And if the DOJ would not side with him, he can go on certiorari to the Court of Appeals without ever surrendering. Santiago case would prove that. So, a person, even if he has a warrant of arrest, can choose to exhaust all of these remedies, Your Honor, such as but not limited to questioning the finding of probable cause. So I do hope General Torre would disabuse his mind that the only option of a person who has a warrant of arrest is to surrender, Your Honor, because he has a right, Your Honor, to insist that there is no probable cause, especially in this case, that the cases were dismissed already by the city prosecution's office, Your Honor, a long time ago. And the complainant in this case filed a petition for review 4 years ago, Your Honor, and this was not acted upon by the Department of Justice, and this was only acted upon when it became fashionable to attack Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, when there was already a Senate investigation being instigated by Senator Hontiveros. All of a sudden, voila, there is already a resolution on the petition for review. We did not file it, it was the complainant. We filed a motion for reconsideration, Your Honor, a long time ago. Until now, there is no resolution as to it. And then, a few days thereafter, that there was a resolution, we have a warrant of arrest. So as a lawyer, Your Honor, I filed motions, Your Honor, so that the warrant of arrest, as well as the information, can be invalidated by the court. That is a remedy provided for by the rules of court. So therefore, General Torre cannot dictate upon Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy as to what to do. Several instances in the past, such as perhaps former Senator Honasan, I do hope he will forgive me. Ocampo, Satoru Ocampo also did that in the past, Your Honor, by questioning the finding of probable cause. If these were available to those persons, why not to Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy? They are always describing my client as a fugitive. What is your legal basis? The last basis, Your Honor, is Republic Act 11983, passed only on March 11 of 2024. What is the definition, legal definition of a fugitive under the present dispensation, Your Honor? According to Section 3G, those who flee under the following circumstances after conviction by a Philippine court to avoid prosecution. That is our prevailing law. So therefore, for the police authorities to always say that my client is a fugitive, excuse me, under what legal basis? Even if you use, Your Honor, U.S. court decision and even Black's law definition, Your Honor, it provides a fugitive from justice is a person who, having committed a crime, flees from the jurisdiction of the court where the crime was committed or departs from his usual place of abode and conceal himself within the district. That is Black's law definition. If we will use likewise Supreme Court decision, Rodriguez versus Comelec, Labao versus Comelec, it includes those who after conviction flees to avoid punishment, but also those who after being accused flee to avoid prosecution. So we are still questioning the after being accused. So for the PNP to always claim that my client is a fugitive, under what legal basis? Can you please cite to us? Just because he has a warrant of arrest? And can you rightfully say that he has knowledge of that warrant of arrest? Did you present evidence? In Labao versus Comelec, Your Honor, the Supreme Court, he was a candidate for mayor. There was even a warrant of arrest. And they even tried to arrest him in a church, Your Honor. Yet the Supreme Court did not consider him as a fugitive from justice. What would be the basis of the PNP? Require Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy to surrender? And require us to surrender him? What right do I have to require my client? I'm just a lawyer, Your Honor, a glorified agent of my client. I cannot tell my client to surrender. That is not within my power. If I do that, I might be disbarred, Your Honor. So I do hope and pray that the PNP should likewise perhaps do more research in accusing certain persons as a fugitive or that require the lawyer to surrender him or his members. We do not have that power. An accused has the right to also insist to avail all of his remedies provided for under the rules of court. And Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy is precisely doing that.
Thank you. We get your point loud and clear, Attorney. But I think you will still agree with me when I say that as long as a person is covered with a live warrant of arrest, hindi mo rin siguro mabiblame ang police kung talagang
Yes, Your Honor. We agree with that.
Trabaho talaga ng police yan.
No quarrel with that, Your Honor. No quarrel with that.
Ako, I've been a policeman. Pagka-problema ako kung hindi ko implement yung warrant of arrest na yan. So sana, along that line din, tingnan rin nyo yung police na trabaho nila yan. As long as they're doing their job properly, regularly, legally, sana, intindihin rin natin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun lang rin sa akin, ha? I want to be neutral here on both sides. Mahal
Yes.
ko kayo, mga kababayan ko kayo from Davao City. Ito police rin, alam ko rin yung sitwasyon nila pagdating sa ganyan trabaho dahil diwan ako dyan eh. Yung hirap na hirap ka, you are under orders, merong warrant talaga, isiserve mo, kahit kaibigan mo, wala kang magawa. Kahit kapatid mo yan, kahit tatay mo yan, kung may warrant, you have to serve that talaga. But yung point mo about fugitive, I agree with you. Alam ko, you've got the points. Alam kong tama yung sinabi mo.
Yes, Your Honor. Wala kaming away po na may warrant si Pastor. We are contesting that. But when the police would try to implement the same, they should follow Rule 113, Section 11. Klaro
Correct,
po,
correct.
Your Honor.
They
Yun
should.
lang po
They
sa amin.
should.
Oo.
Yeah, wala no question about that.
Yes,
Gawin
Your
talaga nila properly according to the law.
Yes, Your Honor. Yun lang po ang sa amin. Na yung rules of procedure, rules of engagement should be strictly followed sana. Yun lang po ang hiling po namin na hindi naman po ginagawa.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney.